Now you may be asking yourself, what could bring someone of such superb intelligence such as yourself to a video like this? A video that almost certainly, just must, based on that thumbnail, be clickbait. But then, the thought rang in your head, but what if it's not? What if it's not clickbait? Well, then you'd look pretty stupid, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be quite as smart as you must have thought yourself to be. Well, in today's video, we are going to have an absolute blast with you guys. We're going to be doing something very, very weird. We're going to be getting a LASERCOPTER. No joke, a LASERCOPTER. It's real. You'll have to wait. You'll have to see. So what we got going on right now is something kind of interesting. One thing you're going to notice is that if you build a Dartling gun, walls still exist. Now, I've been playing on a lot of maps with 0 walls, where it just doesn't seem to matter. They exist, but it's okay. It's just like, alright, whatever. They don't seem to bother us or actually affect our overall popping power. But in this certain example, in this map, it most certainly will matter. Dartling guns on one side of the screen, shooting over to the other side of the screen will not work. Not work at all, I should say. So, what do we do in this scenario like this? What's the best way to actually do something? Well, I'm going to show you guys a really interesting strategy here. Now, to make this happen and to pull this off on Impoppable, a full 100 rounds are required for us to beat this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off a very weird heli pilot strategy. So, the heli pilot's honestly one of the weirdest towers in the game. He is generally considered one of the top tier best towers in the game. But I think a lot of people overlook the fact that he's got a really awesome middle path setup. So today, that's what we're going to show you guys. We're going to lock all these guys in place. But I've got a very interesting strategy I want to show you guys. So the first upgrade in the middle path is just bigger jets. It makes you move a little faster. If you notice my heli pilot, it's pretty slow. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So we get the bigger jets. Now we can actually move around and actually do things. We can actually move around and chase these balloons or pop the Moabs or whatever we feel like doing, I suppose, right? But then the third tier is fun. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, I'm skipping upgrades here already. The IFR, the camo detection. All right, now we have some extra bonuses here. That's what I'm talking about, man. I always love having camo detection on a tower. If it doesn't have it, it forces us to get a village, and that's just too much money for me to invest all the time on all my different towers, especially if I position them in a weird spot. But nonetheless, the third upgrade is where it gets really interesting. Blows balloons away from the heli back towards the entrance. Now, this is actually a pretty superb upgrade, but it's a little bit weird to use because it's not very effective against low-level balloons, reds and blues and greens. So realistically, what you want to do is you always want to send back ceramics. So anytime you can just keep ceramics all the way at the front of the map, or keep ceramics completely at bay and let all of your other towers do the work, well, that's freaking fantastic, man, if you ask me. So the fourth upgrade, though, is where it's going to get real interesting. Now we've got some abilities to play around with, toy around with. So we've got two abilities here. We've got one that can move our towers around, and another one that's going to give us some extra cash flow. Of course, the cash never hurts anybody, but it's not really a main reason why we get this guy. We can generally get farms and other towers and stuff like that most of the time. But in this example, it's all about possibly using this upgrade, but you'll see in just a second why it gets really interesting. So if we move this guy around, well, I want you to watch this cannon buckshot Dartling gun very closely here, alright? What we're going to do is we're going to click this button, and you can move certain towers around, including the Dartling gun. Now, this was surprising to me because there are certain towers that you cannot move around. For example, the Monkey Ace, the Buccaneer, the Sub, the Heli Pilot. Most other military monkeys are kind of immovable, depending on what upgrade you're going for, alright? I'm actually not sure about these two, depending on which upgrades. I think aircraft carriers can't be moved, and I think certain subs can't be moved. But there's a lot of them that just can't be moved, all right? Higher tier super monkeys also can't be moved, especially the temple upgrades and stuff. But there's limitations. But I was really surprised to see Dartling guns can be moved. So if we don't like a certain spot for our Dartling gun, we're saying, oh, you know what? I don't like this guy here. He's a buckshot. He can't hit that far. Well, I'm going to move him. All right, I'm going to toss this guy somewhere else. to decide, you know, let's put him over here. You know, let's put him in a spot where he can do something. We can put him on last here. Notice he's going to pick up this tower and drop it down in another place. Now he's still locked in over here, so we have to make sure you change his targeting to somewhere else, whether we're going to lock him or keep him on something else. But it's still really, really cool that that is part of the game. Now it gets really, really interesting when we finally get to our 5th tier upgrade. So, again, our biggest problem with this map is the fact that Dartling Guns have to be put in kind of silly spots where they aren't really getting their max popping power. You know, there's a lot of blind spots all over this map, man. We just can't see. We're losing out on so much popping power. What if we could beat that? Here is what I'm going to show you. And I think this could possibly be one of the most OP strategies in the game. So get ready for it, guys. This is exciting. This is Special Operations. Now, Special Operations has a few really cool abilities here. You notice a lot of things just popped up. We have the ability to, again, still move towers. So I didn't like my buckshot positioning. Let's move him over. Let's put him over here instead, you know? Yeah, we didn't like it. Let's move him over here. Like the locked positioning, but now he's in a better position. We've also got this really cool sniper here. It's called Special Operations. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so 6 is going to allow us to pop down a really cool, strong sniper that's able to pop a lot of blues. Now, round 63 is coming up here, and I really don't have a very good defense at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop down just a quick, just like a reasonable level glue gunner here at this point. We're going to go for a 1, 2, 3, stronger glue on strong. And that should keep us through round 63 here. I think this is a good combo overall, right? And don't forget, our downdraft was already pretty powerful. Our 4th tier got, I believe, even more powerful, but maybe not by much. But the 5th tier, the downdraft increases a lot. I believe by like 3 times or 4 times or something like that. It's going to increase the amount of ceramics we're sending back, or just general balloons we're sending back, by a lot. So we can kind of control the balloons now, control the flow. We're almost like the shepherd of the balloons. We allow certain balloons through, and we send certain ones back that we don't like. And that's what we're doing today for you guys. Now, you notice even with our shepherding here, we're still not quite as powerful as we want them to be. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to show you guys a really, really, really cool technique in just a second here that's going to really drastically increase our popping power to the absolute max. Now we're about to have a pumpalicious time here. Let's grab some extra, well, I wanted extra money, but I guess we're getting fake lives here. You guys don't know that a crate upgrade can give you either lives or cash, and it switches off back and forth between the two. But sadly, on Impoppable, like I'm on right now, we can't get any more lives than 1. We're stuck on 1 life. So if we lose a single life, we lose the game. All right. Now, the last upgrade that I haven't really talked about yet is called a Door Gunner. This is a really, really cool ability, because what it allows us to do is pick up a tower and have it still shoot. Now, when we move a tower, it's not shooting. You know, we can pick up, we can just test this out. We can pick up this Dartling Gun. And you're going to notice that no darts are going to come out of it, all right, as it's moving across the map. All right, this guy picks up, and no darts are coming out, so he just misses out on all that popping power. So what I'm going to do now for you guys is something really interesting. We're going to upgrade to a pretty high level Dartling, and I have one in particular that I want to get. A top path, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to get a plasma accelerator here. Now, this is a really good Dartling gun already. I've been loving the plasma accelerator. But again, when you have that wall problem in your way, we need to figure out what we're going to do to fix it. So once we get our money for it, man, once we get our money, and once this upgrade comes back, we're going to make this all happen for you guys today. We're going to get advanced targeting. I'm going to get faster spin barrel, because once we start door gunning this guy, we can't see the amount of pops he gets, and we also can't upgrade him, so we have to be careful with that. All right, we have to make sure that we're doing everything beforehand. So I'm ready for it. Are you guys ready for this? We're going to door gunner this guy. So we're going to say 7 door gunner. Now you're going to notice that I have a LASERCOPTER right now. What? LASERCOPTER? Are you kidding me right now? I do. I indeed have a LASERCOPTER. This, again, was not a joke. this was a real LASERCOPTER, it can go and do ridiculous things. Now, that whole problem of not being able to see through walls is gone. And we have the ability to just be unbelievably powerful. So now what I'm going to do with this guy is I have not done any of the cross paths yet. But you can tell that my control of this thing is at least, at the very least, a little wild. It's a little difficult to pull off. Not gonna lie to you there. So there's two options here. What we can do is we can lock this guy in place, and then we can aim with our LASERCOPTER. We can see through walls now, and we can just kind of aim as we wish, aim as we desire as a regular Dartling gun. See all the way to the end, see all the way to the front here. You notice we do have a weird kind of area right around us that we can't technically see. There's like no Dartling gun inside of it, but there kind of is. It's weird the way it works, but that's just the way it is right now, so we're gonna have to deal with it. But there's also another option. All right, now what we have to do to make this happen, though, is going to be really interesting. Okay. So let's get this guy in pursuit first. All right, let's do pursuit. And now you're going to notice I can have him both on pursuit, and I can aim with him. So we can kind of just do a duality of purposes for us. On one end, what we can do is just let the heli pellet do his own thing, but we still have to micro ourselves. You know? One or the other, you almost have to micro to make this worthwhile, right? Right? Well, maybe not. There is another and last option that I've got to say I'm really excited to see. All right, so let's do it. Let's show this off. What we're going to do is we're going to set this guy down for a quick second. Now, this is going to make us be less powerful for a little bit. All right, so we have to be a little bit careful here. We're coming up with some pretty difficult rounds here very soon, so we have to wait for this ability to come back. But what I want to do in the meantime is I want to say I'm going to lock this guy in place. All right, right at the very front of the map. I'm going to lock him in place. We're going to speed this up, and we're going to get the door gunner again. And now you're going to see something really cool, superbly interesting, and honestly, I think it's one of my favorite things that I've ever done in Bloons Tower Defense 6, ever. Alright, here it is, guys. We're going to pick this guy up now. Now he is, again, just a quick reminder, he's locked. Alright? So we're going to pick this guy up. We're going to leave him on pursuit. But one thing about this laser that's really important is that it not only locks in and it kind of stays aiming in that certain area, but as this guy moves around, you're going to see it's going to be very, very clear. The laser is going to get longer and longer, and all the balloons in between that point and our heli pilot can all be damaged. Now, when this guy's following, you're going to notice where he's following. From here to here to here to here to here to here. And all that time, there's going to be basically a point here that there's always going to be balloons in between. Almost always going to have balloons in between us. So we're basically maxing out our popping power out of this guy right here. And to me, that is really freaking cool. Really freaking cool. Now, the only downside to this is that we can only do this with one tower at a time. Now, admittedly, that is a bit of a doozy. I would much prefer to not have that happen. I would love to door gunner 2 of these guys, or 3 of these guys, or maybe even more at a single time. Now, that would be freaking sweet. Now, the only other thing you might be thinking in your head right now is, well, what about another type of Dartling gun? Would any other Dartling gun work better than your LASERCOPTER? Or I guess we could almost call him a plasma copter, plasma accelerator copter. I kind of like LASERCOPTER better. I think it just has a better flow to it, right? I mean, you know, we can get some sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads, or we can get helicopters with freaking laser beams attached to them, man. I mean, it depends on what your style is. But I gotta say, man, still one of my favorite strategies of all time so far. We're really gonna sort of test ourselves out here, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of a lot of my towers, and I want to see how powerful just these few towers are gonna be. All right. Now I have the ability to lose here. This is a true test. All right. 5th tier LASERCOPTER with my Dartling gun, Pat, and a cleanup dart monkey, I guess. A cleanup dart monkey. Again, no promises on us actually winning here. This is a real test for us to see how powerful this weirdo strategy is, because round 75 is one of the most difficult rounds in the game. No joke. I'm not messing around with you. It really is one of the most difficult rounds in the game. Now, you're going to see already One of the most difficult rounds in the game. We're not having any issues so far. Look at that laser. Every single one of those balloons, he's basically maxing out his popping power right now. And because he's on pursuit, he's chasing for us the entire time. This is why we need to show off this real true test here. All these balloons getting popped by our LASERCOPTER right now. But uh-oh, we are running into some major issues here. The LASERCOPTER doing his best. Will he be good enough? He is not. The LASERCOPTER. It has failed us. Alright, so a LASERCOPTER by himself. Maybe not the most superb tower of all time, but definitely one of the coolest. Now, keep in mind also the amount of money that we're actually spending on these guys. Maybe, you know, I mean, in a real game, 50 grand. In a real game, Plasmacopter, I mean, 15 grand. So talking about like 65 grand here. That's nothing, man. That's chump change when you're really talking about around 75 here. You're going to have a lot more money than that, I think. So, let's get another faster spirit barrel spin here. We're going to go for another plasma accelerator. In addition, now this is interesting as well. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you can also do something called a plasma pool. And what happens with the plasma pool is when you have two lasers overlapping each other, they create a pool of death. Yeah, no joke. A pool of death. A plasma pool of death. Extra popping power, really, is all it is. Alright, here we go. Here's a tough one for us. Round 76. Nope, no problem. No problem at all, man. 76. Going strong, going strong. And I got so many abilities here, too. This is ridiculous. So I guess the only other question is what about picking up a different Dartling Gun? Alright. What about doing something like a balloon area denial system? With faster barrel spin. Oh, another thing that I didn't talk about. You can alchemize these guys. I'm fairly certain that you can alchemize. You should be able to alchemize towers that are picked up by the heli pilot, I think. But you can also, for sure, permabrew them and have them be brewed while you're picking them up and doing things with them. All right. Regardless, let's drop this guy off and let's pick up a new one. So we're gonna pop this guy down. I'm gonna leave him there. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to wait just a quick second here before we pick up a new one. But I'm thinking about picking up the balloon area denial system. But what you want to do when you're picking this guy up is you got to keep in mind, right now he's on a normal shot, which means he's following my mouse. All right? But we can change him to two different things. We can either lock him in place, just have him shoot one way. Again, heli pilot-wise, it could be helpful, but maybe not the best thing ever. Or what we can do... Ooh, another tough one for us. Or what we can do is we can leave him on target independent. Now again, don't forget, target independent. I mean, it looks like his range is really small here, but this is blocked off. He cannot see through walls, as in his current state. In his current state, he cannot. But when we door gunner him, now we've got a very, very powerful first close, last, and strong shooting guy over here. This is awesome. Balloon area denial system, man. I'm loving him. Let's let him go to town here. Let's let him do some real work here. Oh, man, camo balloons. Look at that. Nothing. Got nothing on us. Amazing. Again, I wish that I could see if he's alchemized or not. I don't know for sure, but it looks like, if you see very closely, it shouldn't be able to alchemize my heli pilot. All right? It doesn't throw it at the heli pilot. It actually throws it at the heli pilot pad. So what it's alchemizing is the tower inside. So what you can actually do is if you want to get fancy here, you can actually increase your popping power / damage. Because while this guy is in range, he is going to have that extra attack speed here. When the heli pilot starts to float over here, he's not going to have the extra attack speed, but while he's in range of this village, he will. So purposely putting this somewhere in the front is actually a really freaking good idea. You're not only upgrading Pat and making your Alchemist stronger, you're also making your Door Gunner stronger, and you're making your 4th tier Dartling Gun stronger too. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Chris, you dirty dog. There's one other thing that you have to show us. You must buy a 5th tier Dartling Gun, and you must Door Gunner him. Oh, I laugh in your face. Well, let's wait and see. First, we need some money. All right, let's gather some money up, and I think we're gonna buy a couple high tier Dartling Guns here. Obviously, you can tell we're not poor. we've got some real cash flow in here. I'm kind of just curious, just based on what I'm seeing right here. This is, let's leave these guys on normal. I got all 3 of these guys on normal right now. So this is a door gunner on Route 82 with my 1 Dartling, Pat, and my Alchemist. Of course, buffed by a village. They just beat Route 82 by themselves. That's really powerful. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a superbly powerful. I'm a bit impressed. Color me impressed, man. Color me impressed. Alright, so we're gonna have to do some stuff here, man. This is, of course, I can't rely on it forever, but I just wanted to give ourselves a quick test here to just kind of see how well it was gonna work here. And like I said, it worked fantastic. Alright, now, what would be the best 5th tier Dartling gun to door gunner? If you really had to think about it. I mean, the Ray of Doom, I mean, he should be able to see through everything, right? Well, I'm gonna give you guys a quick spoiler here. He can also not see through walls. I think that shouldn't be a thing. I think it should be able to see through walls. I'm saying it. I'm going there. I think it should. I'm not upset that it can't, but I think it should. But it can. So, with the door gunner, though, I mean, that would be really cool to laser through maps when you shouldn't be able to do it. I mean, that could really change the game for us. Now, there's another one here. The Mad. All right? I'm leaning towards getting the Mad because he is the cheapest of the 5th tier Dartlings. He's got extreme amount of Moab popping power. So, I guess the only problem with upgrading to a Mad is, yes, you do get a lot of Moab popping power. But if Bloons ever escape, you don't want to chase the Bloons down with the Mad. He's just kind of worthless. He's better for a front location. You just put him in the front, you know? That's just where he goes. But last but not least, definitely not least, I'm going to buy another one just so we can see him, man. We're talking about a Bloon air denial system upgraded to a Bloon exclusion zone. This is my 5th tier. All right. Bloon exclusion zone. Boom, we got him. We're going to get that faster spin barrel as well. And I'm going to leave him on, of course, target independent. I think it's easier just to let them micro better than I can micro. You can see, quite powerful if we do say so ourselves. So, let's do it, man. Let's drop this puppy down. We'll toss him right here. Keep him inside of the range of the village and the alchemist and all that good stuff. And then let's wait for our cooldown to wear off. And then we're going to try to pick up this 5th tier Bloon exclusion zone. Well, let's go for it, man. Let's see what it's going to do. How powerful can a mobile Bloon exclusion zone be? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just imagining it now. It would be pure, utter, unbelievable freaking chaos. Godlike. In fact, almost too powerful, some might say. Alright, I'm realizing I don't have lead popping power here. That is a little bit wonky. Oh, I haven't picked anything up yet. Alright, let's pick something up. Oh, no. No. We can't pick him up. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We can't start owning with an amazing 5th tier picked up guy? Oh my god, that's freaking awful, dude. Not gonna lie to you guys, this was one of the most upsetting things of 2020 right here. No door gunning 5th tier Dartling guns. It's fair, it's fair. It shouldn't exist. It would be so powerful. So powerful. But at the same time, it's a bit of a letdown. I was a little pumped to show it to you guys. Sadly, I can't. Now, one other thing that I wanted to mention really quick is that there, in the past... Ooh, this might be rough for us. Oh, I think it actually snuck through, but we just didn't die. All right, we're going to have to fix that. So, why didn't the Bloon exclusion zone take it? Oh, it doesn't have lead popping power. Ooh, all right, that's what I forgot. All right, we're going to have to give this guy lead popping power, and then it should just change in our favor. I completely forgot about that. He's got cam detection, but no lead popping power. As weird as that is. All right, let's do that. That should be an easy kill for us now. I had a lot of abilities, but I didn't know what hotkeys were, and I usually use hotkeys at this point in the game. Oh, yeah, look at that difference. Oh my god. There's So yeah, big difference. I kind of knew that. I don't know why I just assumed he did. He's a 5th tier. You know, you just kind of assume things when you have a 5th tier. But, you know, assumptions can make us all look like dumbos. Regardless. But yeah, sadly there is no way to get, that I know of, a 5th tier Bloon Exclusion Zone or 5th tier any Dartling gun in our Door Gunner. Alright, I know it's a little upsetting for all of us, but as far as I understand, that is the truth of the matter. Alright? So, in the past though, you could glitch the system. And what you could do is you could use the Door Gunner to pick up a 5th tier tower. In fact, you could actually pick up a temple with your Door Gunner using a quick glitch. Now, I've tried it out, and maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I've tried it out and I couldn't seem to get it this time around. Maybe it means that I forgot how to do it, or maybe Ninja Kiwi has fixed the issue. And I'm not sure which. Now, I've tried it so well that I've actually had it happen where I ended up glitching the system where my ability went away. It just got deleted. It didn't exist anymore. So that's how close we're talking about here, guys. I literally broke the ability, but it did not bring me to my Door Gunner awesomeness. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try this out. We're gonna do one more time. We're gonna get a mad here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and upgrade it. All right. So let's drop this guy off real quick. He's still pretty powerful. It might take us around 100 plus here. What I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try to. Oh, look, we're already around 100, man. I gotta wait for my Door Gunner here. It should be pretty reasonable for us. I think we could take this thing down. I didn't really plan for him, and I have the money for a mad, but I don't want to buy the mad because I want to try to test this out. Now, I am a little worried about these purple balloons coming in here, but should be good. Hopefully. Should be good here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, 8. I got my finger on 8. If we see those purple balloons, we see the purple balloons. Oh my freaking god. They're so powerful. They're so powerful. I don't want that to exist, man. Why do those purple balloons have to exist? I don't know the best way to take them down, to be honest with you guys. I really don't. Camo purples. You know what? We're going to waste a little bit of money here. We're going to go for a permaspike. I'm just pretty gosh darn sure that this will be enough to take it down. Or at least I really hope so. I'm going to keep it on slow as well so we can hopefully micro a little bit. I'm going to throw this down here too, just to give us a little extra popping power. I kind of forgot about him, to be honest. That's a whole new Door Gunner ability that we just kind of overlooked. Alright, looks like I might have blew my load a little too early here, guys. Story of my life. Story of my life. But this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn this off of auto start. I'm gonna wait till the middle of the round here. It looks like the purple balloons must have already gotten popped or something. I don't know for sure. Oh crap! I pressed the round. I meant to slow it down. Oh man, I suck, guys. All right, we're gonna wait another round here. We're gonna survive. We're gonna survive. No problem. No problem. We're good. Plus, it'll give me a little time to save some extra money here. But all I want to do is for my last feat, I'm gonna try to do a mad pickup. All right, but the way to do it is gonna be really wonky. All right, it's not gonna be as simple. Just press a button and boom, you pick up a mad. You got to do something weird with it. All right. Looks like we do take him down there. Good, good, good. All right. So we're going to sell this guy. We're going to sell this guy. We're going to sell this guy, sell this guy, sell this guy. We got 140 grand right now. We're going to buy a mad. But before we buy a mad, ooh, we do have to do it in the middle of a round. Interesting. Okay. I kind of forgot about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock this guy in place over here. We're going to click on this guy. And we're going to have to use our hotkeys. So this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to have to press 6, and you're ready to upgrade here all at the same time. So let's start the next round. We're going to leave it on slow. We're going to press 6. Oop, leave it on slow. Press 6. We're going to click on this guy, and we're going to click on him again, and then we're going to upgrade him. Oh, it didn't work. All right, we got one more try in us. The only other way to do it that I understand. Oh, look at that, man. Oh, the Mad. Oh, he's being destroyed here so hard. Oh, this is not good. All right, let's throw some missiles out. It's helping out against these balloons, but the permaspike's really doing almost all the work right now. Almost all the work right now. Oh, my God. We might not make it another round here. This might be the final round. This could be. Woo. All right. Whew, Pat made it to level 20, though. That's pretty good, man. So for our last feat, or our last try here, we're going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I'm going to try, instead of doing it right at the same time, I'm going to just see if I can keep him. The way this is used to work is after you kind of, it's kind of weird. It's very hard to explain. It's just easier to do than explain. But you click on this guy. No, excuse me. You click on this guy. You click your hotkey for this upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You click 6, and then you click on this guy, and then what's going to happen is everything disappears. All right, but your helipad starts to move towards this guy. While it's en route from here to here, all you have to do is click on him again, and this will pop up. All right? Now, what used to happen is this used to stay up after the door gunner picked him up. And then you could just press boop, and you could have a door gunner with the Mad upgrade. But what seems to happen now, and I believe that they have fixed this just in general for all of the upgrades, is that after the door gunner picks up a tower, this screen is going to disappear. You cannot upgrade him after this screen disappears. So let's test it out. Again, let's go slow mode here. We're going to click 6. Click on this guy. We're going to click on him again so I have this upgrade ready. And then it goes away. That's the problem. It goes away. So I don't have the ability to upgrade this guy because it's gone. I still have the Hydra rocket pods, but I don't have anything beyond that. And I think that is all we're going to have to try today, guys. The best we can do is a LASERCOPTER. We cannot do any other copters that you might want to see, man. You know, I guess to show you guys, I mean, we'll show you the Ray of Doom and show you that it doesn't work. Let's drop this guy. Oh, we might not survive. We might not survive. I think we're not going to survive. Even with a Ray of Doom here. Because, again, he cannot see through walls. Ray of Doom can't see through walls, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Again, makes sense, but still crazy. Out of all the towers that can see through walls, man, why not give it to Ray of Doom? You know, there's wizards that can see through walls. Adora can see through walls. You know, there's a lot of towers that can see through walls, but base Dartling Guns, I get it, you know? Even 4th tier, I get it. 5th tier, come on, bro. Come on. Even Mads and stuff, they don't need to see through walls. The Ray of Doom should. It just should. All right, let's try to pick it up. Oh, no pickups. No pickups, boys. And that's where today's video has got to end, guys. With our loss against these ridiculous BFBs and oh my gods right here. Let's watch the defeat screen. And end the video on a sad note, I suppose. if we want to. I'm not sure. Do you guys want to end on a sad note? Because here it is. Game over. Alright, of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button for me. I had a bunch of fun today, and hopefully you guys did as well. Door Gunner is just a really cool upgrade. You know, it makes the game so much more exciting, and I honestly think that this guy could be a really clear Door Gunner winner. With the abilities and all that stuff, he could be good on a lot of weird maps. Just throwing it out there. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you press that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.